Hey everybody, it's Justin, your guide into the other side. Let's cover this SPAAAK special with regards to the basic Legends of the Mara guide, part 1, on how you should just get started. You know, this is a stepping stone on how to get started with the game, learn anything about it. So let's jump right in. So right off the bat, Legends of the Mara is a part card game, part idle tap game, and it's an open beta, right? It's here. So I've tried to summarize all the information we have on Legends of the Mara as simply as possible, from your vessel's hatch to its latest news. So once in your land's nesting slot, vessels take 7 days to hatch into Mara, or you can pay about 48 coin to hatch them right away. And the price goes down with time, you know, especially if you're nesting them. And there are 3 kinds of Maras. Your Other Deeds environment tier determines how many hunters and farmers can be assigned to do whatever you want, right? Whether that's hunting or farming. We can kind of see the 3 kinds of Maras here. Hunters will, you know, fight the shattered Goliath bosses. The farmers will farm your sediment tier, and your enchanters will buff your team depending on what they're doing, right? And then all deeds have 3 slots per deed for enchanters. So Maras have ranks from common to legendary, and the higher the Maras rank, the better the main stats. And again, the Kodas have the best basic stats overall. And the power scaling goes, Mega Kodas are the most powerful, followed by Kodas, and then Maras. So basically, we can kind of see in this really nice infographic and drawing, each Mara has rarities. Obviously, the higher rarity, the higher the base stats they'll have. So up from common, uncommon, rare, epic, up to legendary. We can kind of see its aesthetic changing as it gets stronger. And then we have farmers here too with this particular aesthetic. They have bonus. They have harvest bonus stats. And then we also have the enchanters, which look quite powerful. A big, powerful blueberry. I love this one the most, to be honest. And then enchanters will provide better damage bonuses as well as harvest speed bonus stats. So it'll affect the denominator time frame it takes to harvest the fragments if you have farmers on them. So hunters also get bonuses for their attack speed and attacks damage stats. And then Kodas in the very corner here can all do all 3, but only one at a time, and they can use their weapons to hunt, right? So keep moving on. There are 2 main activities, hunting and harvesting. And hunting is all about actively fighting for loot. And then harvesting is all about passively collecting fragments from your land's sediment type. So, you know, you like one or the other, or you can feel free to choose. But I think personally it's probably best to do both. So you can, you know, reap the rewards of both. You can get sediments to evolve your Konomaras, and then you can also get loot to, you know, I guess gear up later for season 2. So, oh man, I'm going to keep it like that. So we kind of see this ginormous Goliath like fighting against the army of Oda. So kind of funny. The primary goal of the game is to take down the Shattered, right? And then each player will compete with other players in the same tier environment. So and the fastest to destroy the Shattered players will have the best rewards. So the faster the better. And then let's talk about the hunt. So the more hunters that you have, the faster you can take down the Shattered, right? So obviously, the more DPS it'll have, the faster, you know, be able to dish out damage. And then Kodas are also the most effective hunters, and a Koda's ability to inflict damage is even greater if it has a weapon, you know, got special abilities, etc., etc. So, Shattered are large monsters, and the sooner you get rid of them, the greater the reward, right? All hunters can use a special technique, and you can combine them if you have more than one hunter, right? And these techniques can be manually activated during combat in card form. So basically, hunters from the most common to most legendary may know some special techniques. Again, you can use them in tandem to get combos, right? See which ones synergize well, especially with damage. There are 5 kinds, essentially. We can kind of see there's critical chance buff. There's also attack speed buff, damage buffs, damage over time, as well as direct damage. So very epic, very cool. I'm not sure what the meta is right now because we're still waiting on the Shattered gameplay to turn up. So we'll see when that happens. And then if you manage to defeat a Shattered in the allotted time, before 10 days for the rarest chest, I think that's the master chest, you'll be able to win chests with better rewards, right? The rewards may be ship parts that can be used later to travel in the other side, and no information on that yet, or other rewards from friend collections, which can be used in tandem later. Not sure what that is necessarily, but we'll take a look. So each time you're victorious, you'll receive loot, and the fastest receive the with chests with more loot. So basically, we have, I guess right now we have the applied primate loot. We also have the Forgotten Runes, as well as Renga and Serum City. So it's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 of the 12 collections thus far that are the Yuga Partner collections. So I'm sure we'll see more Battle Ally loot in future seasons, but currently we just have this pool right now. Very exciting to see how that's going. So if you like loot, by all means, feel free to hunt. So moving on. Besides fighting, there's your camp, right? Every legend starts somewhere, and this one starts with you at your camp, right? This is where your farmers will farm fragments from your land sediment, right? And then your hunters will also house your shattered loot that you when you defeat Goliath, and etc. etc. And then enchanters will also buff your formed team on your land. So definitely take a look at your camp when you have the chance. So Legends of the Mara is divided into 4 seasons, each approximately 50 days, each with its own catalyst, right? The first season is the creation season. The second season is the evolution. And then I don't remember what the third and fourth one was, but we'll take a look at that later. So you can use one of those seasonal catalysts to evolve your Mara into a Kodomara that takes on new abilities and physical traits, right? So as we go into season 2, as bosses get more powerful, as they deal damage back, having a more sophisticated team that is more powerful over time will be necessary to get the highest rewards. So again, you can only feed your Mara one catalyst one time. Choose wisely. This is going to be a really important process, right? You're going to need you're only going to need a seasonal catalyst, but harvested fragments, seasonal fragments will, oh my god, sediment fragments, sorry guys, will be optional, right? So the harvested fragments can be sold on the market. And then these fragments mixed with a seasonal catalyst will allow Maras to evolve into a Kodomara, right? You can kind of see what this process looks like. We have your Mara eating a seasonal catalyst, and then it turns into a Kodomara, Taco Bell style. But it is surely possible to evolve a Kodomara with only a catalyst, but fragments can be also used to add special features, of which we don't necessarily know yet. So if we keep moving on, that's all for now. The game is only in beta. Looking forward to finding out more. For all the strategy questions, I recommend the official Discord. And then there's also a step-by-step guide in this video and the official guide as well. So there's a link to the YouTube for the explainer video. Definitely recommend to watch that as well. Really useful stuff. I actually have a video too that explains the explainer video, but that might be a little bit redundant. So definitely check that out too. There's also the official guide for Legends of the Mara. I'll definitely have the guide, the FAQ, as well as the original OG ultimate guide for Legends of the Mara in the description below. But definitely drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Definitely follow SPAAAK on Twitter. Definitely creating really useful content, especially with, all the information that we have on Legends of the Mara. So definitely great stuff. Definitely amazing stuff. And one last thing before we go, I do want to, okay, you can see Streamlabs, but anyways, SPAAAK has just started game designer school for 2 years of Unreal Engine and game design theory. Hope to build for the Web3 soon. So big congratulations. Very excited. SPAAAK, been a inspiration to create content, especially on my channel too. So definitely want to drop this segment for you as well. Hope you can see this, but definitely hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one. I'm signing off. Peace.